Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris in our Song of the Stars series. Welcome back. We are now one episode deep into our return from this series' long hiatus, and I'm excited to see what the next couple of episodes hold for us. So we've got a science ship that just finished upgrading over here, and I kind of want to set them on auto explore just to see where they go. Yeah, they're going to go out there and help explore in that region, which is perfectly fine. We have a colony ship here that also seems to have stopped doing things. Why is that? Oh yeah, that's right. They were researching here. So what we need to do is... There. Deselected them by accident. We're going to give them the opportunity to finish surveying that system, and then we'll give them an auto-explore order again. Okay, now we're going to help out with the Infinity Project, which is just a cool story. It's hilarious, but also just really cool. All right, this construction ship needs to build a research station, and then there are definitely new systems in our territory that we can now mine. Also, have we not explored Lachium yet? What's going on with that? There's got to be an explanation for that. Why haven't we explored that? Let's unpause and let these guys do their thing. So, understanding infinity is taking how long exactly? We would not want to drag your people into a conflict, but it is clear that we would benefit from joining together against possible threats. Defensive pact. Sure. I mean, we might be able to make use of that, considering the fact that they are also neighbors with the Serene Hanfalier state, otherwise known as our bitter rivals. The Lumbrona has entered the Tau Cygni system, and its crew report that a stellar object not unlike the Shrine to the Untold is indeed orbiting the star. Okay, now something's happening. Let us investigate. Strange. I literally have stations in these systems. We should be able to detect any anomalies like that beforehand. I'm already in the system. Maybe it needs a science ship somehow. Alright, you know what? I am going to pull this colony ship down here, and we're going to put a colony elsewhere. This is a Voices colony ship, so they need to populate... an arid world would work, but not very well. This is a tundra world. Wait, did I just give an order? What was that? No, I was just looking at its path. So a tundra world would do what? No, that's only colonizable by some of our slave races. Arctic world? No. Another Arctic world. Alpine world. Wait a minute. That, I think, is in our... Oh, wait. No, it's not. I thought it was in our... planet group. Unfortunately, I stand corrected. Is there nowhere that this colony ship can go? Come on. Alright, I guess I'm just going to have to wait. I mean, that's an arid world itself. I mean, so even that one is not that great. Yeah. Because these are Voices colonists. How much would it take to colonize this awesome planet over here? Yeah, 454. Ridiculous amount of influence. And our influence has gone down, actually. Frontier outposts. I can probably break down some of those, come to think of it. That's a mining station. Let's have a look for where we might have a frontier outpost, though. All right, there's one in Isval. Where are the others? Because I probably don't need the one in Isval anymore. I can break that one down pretty soon, I'd imagine. Also, this one I can probably break down. The one around the singularity. We have a frontier outpost. Ooh, that was definitely not necessary. Yeah, let's go ahead and break that down. Okay, let's see how that affects the borders. Not much, apparently. Oh, wait, hang on. We have to... There we go. Alright, so some systems did leave our territory as a result of that, but not that many. Alright, so that'll help us gain some additional points. Now we also need to do the same with this one around the singularity. Where's the other one, though? Ah, it's this one, over here. So we have 2 frontier outposts. If I break down another one, I'll get even more points. So defensive pacts actually use influence. If I had known that, I wouldn't have accepted the defensive pact. I was wondering what made my influence go down. Well, okay. Deciphering the pictograms in the Benefactress Shrine was a much smoother process than anticipated. All linguists involved described the language quickly connecting or clicking in their minds, despite its age and complexity. However, the writings are unlikely to make much sense until they are combined with the other writs associated with the rest of the Quantum Verit Godhead. Fascinating. So...
System survey complete.
What are you doing now? Are you just hanging out here? Go here then and see what's going on. Okay, this system survey is done, so let's go ahead and go back to auto-exploring. Now you... Alright, good. The army upkeep research is done. The Lumrona has entered the Takaram system. Okay, good. They're seeing another shrine. Pause for a moment. Extra naval capacity is probably good. That's another cheap research project we can knock out relatively quickly, so let's do that. And then, yes, you have a project here. Research it. So we just had to get a science ship into those systems, and it made magical things happen. Looks like we've hit the ceiling on both our minerals and our energy. I think there's something I can do on some planets to kind of improve that. Like I can build mineral silos, I think. But so far, I haven't really felt the need. Do I have a mineral processing plant here yet? I'm guessing not, because it's telling me I don't. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Hydroponics farm. Mining network on this tile will suppress the collection of the resources. Okay. Actually, wait. I would rather have the power hub, come to think of it. Let's do that instead. Just checking to make sure that I've fully upgraded all of my ships here. Which research needs the most help? Engineering. Engineering it is. We're gonna get a nice energy credit income boost there as a result of what we just did. And everything else I think is built up here. Furtist, one of our slave worlds. Slaves are still unhappy. Can't possibly imagine why. Okay, let's build a hydroponic farm. I guess I'll go ahead and build a mineral silo for the exact purposes that I was just discussing. And then finally we have Nalzaroth. Oh, sweet! We can upgrade this planetary capital to the maximum possible level now. And that's going to take how long? A long time. Just shy of 3 years. Like 2.5 years. Ridiculous. Alright, so construction ship. What else can you do? Go build mining stations. Okay, we finally surveyed Lachium. About damn time. That should have been surveyed a long time ago. Alright, so we're starting to make a... not really. We need to get rid of some more of our... If I were to delete this frontier outpost... Ooh, hey, wow. Okay. Science officer, I can't read. Science officer Miloska Evola has reported back with the Lumrona's findings at the Percipient's shrine. They recognized early on that a text in some logographic script is inlaid in the walls, heavily distorted by the layers of translucent lacquer. Initial attempts at unscrambling the text, relying on the raw processing power of the Lumrona's computers to deconstruct or to reconstruct the text from plain images, proved fruitless, as it was simply too distorted to place in any known lingual family tree. Next, the crew of the Lumrona attempted bombarding the lacquer with light of varying wavelengths and intensity, but no beneficial reactions were observed. Milos Kaavola apparently considered physically separating the lacquer from the inlaid text, but realized that the strange glyphs would doubtlessly have been made misshapen to begin with, only to assume their proper shape when viewed correctly through the lens of the lacquer. Science Officer Miloska Avola was about to call the mission a failure when, looking up as they irritably paced along the edges of the circular space, they realized that discrete lines of cohesive text were momentarily forming before their eyes, melting away, only to be replaced by new lines. Not long after they had the ceiling, walls, and floor imaged in a spiral pattern. Text from other shrines should help us piece it all together. Wow. That was a lot. The complete doctrine of the gods, for that is what the recovered texts have to be regarded as, dwarfing the fairy tale scraps upon which the old voices religions were founded, is as shockingly revelatory as it is revolutionary. With only a little bit of creative interpretation, it is clear that the people of Nalzaroth were meant for great things, guided by the strong hand of a religious leader. Our path is one to godhood, but our past is littered with prophecies unfulfilled and sin born of ignorance. Redemption is ephemeral. Okay, so we can suppress the findings. Knowledge is power, secret knowledge is secret power, ends the shrines of the old gods event chain, and gain 80 influence. We can monetize the findings, that would be useless, but what can we learn from this? Regardless of the veracity or validity of the sacred text, the fact remains that we share religious concepts with some older, unknown spacefaring race. Society research gained. Okay. Your native population gains the fanatic spiritualist and collectivist ethics. I'm already collectivist. No, not factions. Species. Where are our ethics? Over here. Yeah, governing ethics. We're already fanatic, collectivist, and materialist. I feel like, but what can we learn from this would be the best? So that gives us some society research. And that's the end of it. Kind of anticlimactic in that sense, but... Okay, now the Lumrona is ready to go, so tell you what. You go back to auto-exploring. Were you just going to fly straight into their territory? Okay. All right, we're just going to see how that works out for you, buddy.
Research complete.
Research complete. Nice. Oh, cool. So we've unlocked the antimatter reactors. New ship component, basically. Okay. I'm definitely going to go for the AI-controlled colony ships now. This is a fast project. Actually, if I were to put Storpes Kalizem in charge of this project, it would be even faster. Because it's a computing project and he matches that. So I'll tell you what. Pause. Yes. Right. Engineering is currently doing a Voidcraft project. So do we have a Voidcraft leader by chance? No, of course we don't. Let's just put that other leader back in place there. Still going to take 40 months. You disappoint me, Sturpes Kalizem.
Construction
You
complete.
disappoint me. That's taking a lot longer than I would have thought. Okay, we need to get new colony ships going. Let's do one there as well. Yeah, basic voices. It's fine. I think they're the basic voices anyway. Let's have another look.
System survey complete.
Yeah, fanatic, collectivist, and materialist. Tropical preference, strong, adapted. Yeah. Glad to know my at-a-glance interpretations are not completely wrong. Oh my gosh, this soundtrack just never, ever, ever gets old listening to it. What do we have here? Oh, resource storage full.
Construction complete.
Interesting. So we're actually in the Forbidden Empire system, just doing some exploring. Hopefully they won't piss them off too much. We're just looking around. Don't mind us.
Research complete.
Research complete. Sweet. We now have access to battleships. Basic fighters, basic bombers. Also battleships. Well, we already have battleships, but the assembly yards. I'm actually going to go for mass drivers, because I feel like we've got several smaller technologies down here that need to be knocked out. So let's focus on that. Do I have a leader that can match with that? No, I do not. But I checked.
Construction complete.
Alright, so I think... Oh no, those are just surface constructions. Those are the orders we gave
Complete.
to have these buildings and slots upgraded as needed. Malzaroth is still upgrading their main colony. So what's going to happen there? Planetary capital, the Empire capital. Pause. Massive storms are visible. Okay, fine. Research it. So right now we have the planetary capital, which produces 4, what's this called? Minerals? Yeah, 4 minerals and 4... I haven't played Stellaris in a while. Give me a break. 4 food, and then has a +2 bonus to all the basic outputs. And then it reduces ethics divergence. Oh, nice. This is actually going to give us an influence point. Very good. So once that project is done, our influence is going to climb a little bit faster.
Construction complete.
Actually, it'll climb 50% faster as a result of that improvement. Not bad. Go build a mining station in that newly explored system, please. That would be very useful to me. Then we'll need mining stations there. Okay, so there's now a potential to research physics as a result of those storms. That was the resolution there. Okay, so can I take... Hang on. Naval capacity plus 10. So we have plenty of naval capacity now. I could train so many more ships. Unlocks building Zeno Zoo. Yeah, I kind of want to keep going for... Yeah, let's reduce our army's upkeep. It's time to pay these guys a visit. So let's take one quick look at... Actually, wait. The way to do this is to go here. Oh, God. All right. Their fleet power is inferior. Their naval capacity is pathetic. Their technology level is pathetic compared to ours. So we are way, way ahead of these guys. We can probably demand tribute. They have to pay us 25% of their mineral. Okay. I don't want to do that. We're just going to get our ships ready to attack. I don't think that either of these ships... Now, let's go ahead and upgrade here. I'm going to give the upgrade order for both of them.
Ships upgraded.
All right, the attack power is currently 1490. Let's see how it changes. These are just cruisers and destroyers. We could technically build battleships now. The mineral composition of Akamar 3A does not match projections. Research. Yep, got a nice little boost there. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and get some battleships built, and then we're going to head in and wreck somebody's day. All right, first of all, we need to do... Oh, yeah, that's right. Before we build anything of that nature, we need to do these upgrades. Trying to remember if there's a hotkey to go between planets. I'll check in between episodes. Okay, so that upgrade's happening. It's going to take 100 days. It is 2295. Soon to be 2300. Looks like our science ship is returning. And there are some nice planets out here that the voices can definitely inhabit. Across the barren fields of Akamar 3A, there are indications of old battles being fought. Beneath the lifeless ground, our researchers on the Lum Leo have found bones, metallic shards, and most surprisingly, a container filled with documents. If we send the documents to our homeworld for translation, we could potentially learn more about this war and who fought in it. It would also be possible to simply sell them off as antiques. Send it to homeworld. So let's translate the warrior's text. It's going to take 200 days. God, there's just so much interesting story content in Stellaris. This is so fascinating. Just to, chronicle the ascent of the voices as they get stronger and stronger and learn more and more about the galaxy. I wish the humans were a little closer, because they're all the way over here.
Construction complete.
Alright, so spaceports are finishing up.
Complete.
Research complete. Nice. Mass drivers done. So let's go ahead and let's do space torpedoes as well.
System survey complete. Ships upgraded. Construction complete. Ships upgraded. Construction complete.
Okay. So basically just a bunch of things are wrapping up here. All right, let's go ahead and get... No, I don't need any of those built. It's just nice to know that I can build battleships anywhere I want now. Okay, I'm going to have 3 battleships in each fleet. And let's take a look at what our battleships look like. These are auto-designed. Xeris 3 is frozen and anonymous to optical scans, but heat signatures indicate some activity just below the surface. Research, please. A lot bigger than the cruisers. These are giant ships. Our language experts have been at it for weeks to try and translate the documents we found in the old battlefield. Today, we finally have some results. We now know that the fallen warriors all followed the teachings of a philosopher called Talisa the Teller of Tales. The documents are breakdowns of tactics, strategy, and most importantly, logistics in interstellar warfare. Being a strong spokesperson against war, Talisa still found this to be essential knowledge for steering into the future. Even the most peaceful of people might be forced into a corner in their work for a better world. Even the wise go to war, it seems. Gives access to the master's teachings. Warring States Empire Edict. Huh. Cool. All right, well, on that note, we are 26 minutes into this episode, so I'll go ahead and cut this one here. In the next one, we're going to wait on these battleships to finish up, and then we're going to smack these guys around a little bit, because it would be nice to take some of this territory for ourselves and integrate it into our own empire, especially since that would give us... we started out kind of on the outer fringes of the galaxy. This would put us up against galactic center, and we would have a nice kind of inside to outside territory. And then we have a non-aggression pact with these guys, and we do not want to mess with the Fallen Empire for a while. So we're going to just expand in this direction. But we're going to have to get crafty, because none of the worlds in this direction right now are really good for the voices until you start to get out here towards Gossok and maybe... No, Hydrobius? Not really. So, yeah, we've got some work to do, but it is going smoothly. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes with a survival, science fiction, or simulation type of vibe air every day at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.